Hi everyone, my name is Mihlali N. I'm a multi-award-winning digital content creator, co-founder of Siyasizana Foundation, and I'm also known to be a beauty influencer. And I want to welcome you guys to the first episode of Facebeat with Mihlali, where I create looks on this canvas inspired by my favorite DStv shows at the moment. So if you want to see me create more looks and if you want to see how this look is going to turn out, then I'd like you to watch right up until the end. Let's get into it. So today's look is inspired by Allegra from a show called Briarpatch that I'm currently hooked on. Now let me tell you guys something. If you haven't started watching the show, it's not too late. You can catch it on Mnet, catch up on your Explorer as well as the DStv app. It is definitely worth the watch. If you are into powerful, fearless women, strong-willed women who are just determined to get what they want, then you need to watch the show because that's what I'm all about.
Tell me where my sister lived, or so help me God, I will burn this city to the ground.
I believe you would too.
Let's get into the makeup. The look is inspired by Allegra. As I said earlier, her sister's a cop from a very small town called St. Disgrace. And after 9 years of not going back to her hometown, Allegra is determined to find out who killed her sister. Considering that she works in a male-dominated industry, she's quite well respected for what she does.
How come they treat you like a white man?
Another thing that I absolutely loved about her character is that she dresses extremely well and she has quite a beautiful yet simple makeup look. Which goes to say that it doesn't matter what you do in life, if you want to be glam, honey, you can still be glam. So watch me transform. I've already done my eyebrows and she is someone who has very beautiful yet extremely defined brows. So that is exactly why I went in for a slightly more bold brow look than I usually would. I've already prepped and primed my face and now I'm going to move into foundation. I am going for a full coverage foundation. As you guys can see, I do have problematic skin. Allegra has extremely flawless makeup. So I'm going to be mixing two of my favorite foundations. In terms of coverage, they really just do it for me. If you are someone with problematic skin, then you already know how important coverage is. I'm just going to dab this all over my face. Allegra absolutely loves a bold brow as well as wing liner, which is honestly something that I think is quite important for what she does, because very often when you are trying to catch out people and if you're trying to intimidate people and have a strong presence, it all lies over here within your eyes. This is what frames your face. These are sort of the portal to your soul. So if she does not have bold brows, then I do not think her character would be as impactful. And she really just doesn't want to distract from her profession, of course. So she isn't someone who would wear a cut crease, for example, or pink eyeshadow. Therefore, I think her wing liner look, which is what she often wears, and nude lip is perfect for her profession. So just to take you guys a little bit back, I have been watching this show for the past couple of days and I am so hooked. I just want to know already who killed her sister. There is so many issues in that town around corruption and just people giving her the runaround. And you know what? There's always that element of disrespect when it comes to women. So a lot of the men think that they can get away with what they did, whoever it may be who's involved. I'm already seeing a couple of red flags. But I don't want to ruin it for you guys. I won't give it away because I also don't know as well. I could be wrong. But something is beating the water. I'm telling you right now. I'm going to add a little bit more foundation to my forehead just to build on the coverage. Also, let me know down below which other look you guys would like to see me create. And which TV shows are you currently enjoying right now on DStv? So now we're all done with foundation. I don't want to do too much because, as I said, she has a very flawless, minimal makeup look going. Now I'm going to go in with some concealer to highlight my face. This is just going to help bring forward some of my features, and that is exactly how Allegra's face looks. She has an extremely beautiful, defined jawline. She has a beautiful face overall. I'm also going to be going in with a slightly lighter concealer just to make those features pop a little bit more, especially the ones by the eye area, because as I said, that is sort of the statement about her look. And already that is making such a huge difference. Now I'm going to move on to setting my highlight. It is extremely important to set cream products so that they do not crease, especially if you're working in areas such as under your eyes as well as around your smile lines. So I'm using a loose setting powder over here in the shade Banana. Of course, you would go with a shade that is appropriate for your skin tone and your undertone as well. So I'm just going to take my beauty blender and dip it into my loose powder. Then I'm going to pack that under my eye. I'm going to tap that on. And you also want to tap it on top of the lid because we are not doing a eyeshadow look, because Allegra doesn't wear eyeshadow. And then I'm also just gonna pop some on around this part of my face because our skin produces oils, then our makeup creases, and we don't want that. We want our makeup to stay flawless the entire day, as if you are out and about doing some investigation. And now I'm going to bring out those sexy features that Allegra has on her face with contouring. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but every single time you wear foundation and concealer alone, your face sort of looks flat. Naturally, our faces do have shape, so to bring back that dimension, I'm going to be using this contour shade right over here. You can go with something that's 1 shade, 2 shades, 3 shades darker than you, really depending on what your preference is. I'm more of a strong contour girl because I do have a bit of a chubby face, so let's get into that. I like to use a fluffy brush to contour my face, and you just tap it in. A little bit goes a long way. You rather want to build on the product than apply too much. So another thing that I also really picked up about Allegra on the show is that she seems to be very spiritually inclined. There's various scenes where she sort of gazes out and it's almost as if there's voices and she's seeing something that we can't necessarily see, and then she sort of steps back into it. And I also observed that about her sister, and I think it's probably linked to what I presume was a tough upbringing they had, considering that they lost both of their parents in a car accident. So I'm extremely excited to see how that's also going to help lead her to finding out who murdered her sister. Please don't mind the setting powder on my face. I'm going to dust it off as soon as I'm done with my contouring. The places that you typically contour on your face is anything you would like to appear slimmer, narrower, any features you want to draw back. So of course I'm contouring my cheekbones, a little bit of my forehead, and definitely my nose. I would also like to contour a little bit of my jawline because our character has an extremely beautiful defined jawline, so we don't want to miss that. And it's always best to use a powder brush, a very fluffy powder brush when working with a powder contour. If you are someone who has dry skin, then I'd recommend that you use a cream concealer to contour. That way you sort of maintain that hydration on your skin, and you don't want to look like you're drying out and you're cracking if you use too many powder products. Moving on to my nose contour, I did grab a very small fluffy brush, and I'm going to be using the exact same powder that I used to contour my cheekbones. This is another tip for people who are interested. If you don't want to go in with too much product, if you feel like your brush picked up too much product, then tap into the palette and then dust off any excess product before you go in to contour. And when contouring your nose, you sort of want to start up down the arch or sides of your nose like so, and that will really help make your nose appear slimmer. And you want to make sure that you blend extremely well. Blend. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit more of what's left on my sponge just to make sure that highlight doesn't get lost. Now we are going to dust off the setting powder on our face, because that's enough baking. This technique is called baking for those who don't know. If you are someone who has oily skin, you would absolutely love this technique because it really helps maintain and mattify your face, maintain a matte. So now we're going to rose up our cheeks, and I'm going to be using this beautiful blush shade over here. I really want to bring back some warmth to the face. As much as Allegra is extremely intimidating, she also does have that lovable side and obviously that feminine side because she is a woman. So I believe that blush is something that really helps complete a look in that sense. And you can just smile while applying your blush and tap it on. You don't want to put on too much. Again, her makeup look is extremely minimal. And I'm also just going to put some on around my forehead area. Pretty. So now moving on to the windows of the soul, which are also known as the eyes, and this is the focal point of Allegra's look. I'm going to be using a liquid eyeliner to create the wing. Her wing is not dramatic at all, so we're not going to drag the wing out too far, and we're going to keep the line extremely thin as possible, as thin as Mihlali can do it, because I'm all about the dramatic makeup, but today's not about me. A quick tip for applying liquid eyeliner: it really helps to put your mirror slightly lower than you usually would, and that way it helps you look down and you won't be blinking and messing up the makeup as you go along. This is a little bit dramatic, but if I was a female detective, I'd definitely still go into work with my cut creases. So I guess this is Allegra with this pinch of Mihlali. Now we're going to move on to lashes. Allegra doesn't wear lashes. Personally, I feel like lashes really complete a look. And before I stick on any pair of lashes, it is very important to apply some mascara. This way it helps your natural lashes blend into the falsies. So I'm going to pop on some mascara. The lashes I'll be using today are not too dramatic. I think they are extremely suitable for this look. See, not too bad. Lashed without a lash. Lashes without lashes. So I'm gonna go on and stick the other side. So the look is almost complete. This is the second to last step, and this is highlighting your face. The one thing highlighting your face will do for you is just bring back that beautiful glow. With all the products we've applied on the face, you've certainly lost that beautiful glow that comes with natural skin, and a perfect highlighter certainly helps bring that back. So I'm going to be highlighting the highest points of my face once again. So there's two different kinds of highlighting. There's the cream highlighting, which is to conceal and brighten, and then there's the powder or liquid highlighter, but that is the one with the shimmery product, and that's just to help bring back that glow that was lost when we were setting everything with powder. So I'm using a beautiful fan brush and just tapping that right in there. As I said again, I'm not going to go in with too much product because you already know what I'm going to say. Allegra is a minimalistic queen, so we're going to pop that on, and this is definitely like the perfect makeup look for any professional. If you are someone who is in a 9-to-5 work environment, you don't have enough time to be doing your face in the morning, you can't dedicate your time to doing a cut crease, of course, then why not go for a simple beautiful canvas highlight contour blush and then tie it all together with a simple wing and pair of lashes if you have the time. If not, then mascara works perfectly. I also like to highlight a little bit on my forehead, and then I'm just going to use a small dome brush and highlight the inner corners of my eye. Last but not least, the bridge of the nose, just a little bit, and then I like to blend that out with my finger just to make sure I do not have too much product on my face. If you feel like your highlight is too harsh, then you can just grab a clean brush just to help blend that out. Beautiful! So now I'm going to complete the look using a beautiful matte nude lipstick, simply because this is something that Allegra very often opts for. Ooh, this looks so stunning. And now to complete the entire look and tie everything together, make sure that your makeup lasts all day. I'm going to be going in with a mattifying setting spray. This really helps with how long lasting your makeup will be. So that is it for today's look, my loves. I really hope you guys enjoyed recreating this look inspired by Allegra with me. This truly embodies her. I had to throw on the blazer just to bring back that power element. Who says a woman cannot be fierce, powerful, and fabulous? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys would like to see on the next episode of Facebeat with Mihlali, so we can keep the show going. I hope you guys are looking forward to the next episode. I can't wait to see you guys once again and have a chat about our favorite DStv shows. And if you would like to catch up on some Briarpatch, I recommend that you watch it on Mnet. Catch up on your DStv Explorer as well as on the DStv app. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to DStv's YouTube channel, and share this video if you can. I will see you guys next time. Stay blessed and beautiful. Mwah!